Let me tell you something right now that will change your life forever. What you say to yourself, the words you speak, the thoughts you let play on repeat in your mind, shape the world around you. And I'm here to tell you that in just 3 days, your entire reality can shift if you start speaking to yourself differently. Are you ready for this? Here we go. You've been waiting for permission, haven't you? Waiting for the right time, for someone to hand you a sign or a golden opportunity. But let me tell you something crucial. Permission was never needed. You have everything within you to begin right now. You don't need approval from anyone but yourself. You don't need external validation to step into your greatness. You've been told for years to be humble, to wait for your turn, to shrink and make space for others. But I'm telling you, the time to rise is now. The time to step into your power is right this second. You are not waiting for some magical moment to finally become worthy. You are worthy right now. There's nothing you need to prove, nothing you need to earn, no hoops you need to jump through. You've been chasing worthiness in the wrong places. It's not out there in the world. It's not wrapped up in accomplishments or accolades or the approval of others. Worthiness is within you, and it always has been. Right now, as you stand, as you sit, as you read this, you are worthy of everything your heart desires. It's time to stop negotiating with your own soul. Stop questioning your right to be successful, happy, and fulfilled. You have every right to all of it, and it's time to start talking to yourself like you already know that. You must begin each day with the absolute conviction that you are enough, just as you are. Start your mornings by looking in the mirror and telling yourself, I am worthy of everything I desire. I am enough. I have everything I need to create the life I want. Let these words echo in your mind and become the first thought you have each day. Say them with certainty, say them with power, and repeat them until they seep into your being. The world will mirror the belief you hold about yourself. When you walk into any room, when you stand in front of any opportunity, when you face any challenge, you must do so knowing that you are already worthy of success. This belief, this unshakable conviction, will be the foundation of everything you build from here on out. Most people spend their lives waiting for the external world to tell them that they're worthy, but that's a trap. It's a game where the rules are rigged. The external world cannot define your worth. The opinions of others, the awards, the recognition, it's all fleeting. Your true worth comes from deep within you. It's not something that can be granted, and it's certainly not something that can be taken away. The moment you decide that your worth is inherent, that it's never been in question, everything around you will shift. The way you view yourself will shift, and how others view you will shift too. The energy you radiate will demand respect, but more importantly, it will demand your own respect. Understand this, the more you affirm your worth, the more the world will reflect that back to you. The opportunities you thought were out of reach will suddenly seem to line up in front of you. The relationships you've longed for, the success you've yearned for, the abundance you've dreamed of, they'll start showing up because you'll be aligned with your highest self. When you speak to yourself with conviction, when you believe in your worth with every fiber of your being, you create a vibration that is impossible to ignore. The universe has no choice but to align with that energy. It's not magic, it's the law of attraction, it's the power of belief, and it's something that starts with you. No one else has the authority to determine your worth, only you. And here's the key, when you truly believe in your worth, you stop waiting for someone to validate your dreams. You stop asking for permission to be great. You stop questioning whether or not you're allowed to take up space. You no longer wait for someone to tell you that you're enough. You know it, you feel it. You live it. Your dreams don't need to be questioned or delayed. Your time is now. You don't need to shrink to make others comfortable. You don't need to apologize for your ambition, your power, or your potential. You were born with everything you need. Your worth is already settled. The only thing left to do is to claim it. It's time to look in the mirror and say those words with the deepest, most confident voice you can muster. I am worthy. I am enough. I am deserving of everything I desire. When you speak this truth to yourself, not just with your mouth but with your heart, something inside you will shift. You will start to see yourself differently. You'll start to take actions that reflect this newfound belief. And just like that, in 3 days, you will have shifted your reality. It begins with your voice. It begins with how you talk to yourself. So, no more waiting, no more doubting. Start speaking to yourself with the full confidence of someone who knows they are worthy of everything they've ever dreamed of. There is a force within you that you have barely tapped into. You might not realize it, but you have an untapped power, an immense, unshakable strength that has been waiting for you to acknowledge it. Every single person on this planet has this inner power, but most of us are too afraid to claim it. We let the world tell us how far we can go, how high we can rise, and we begin to shrink into those limits. But I'm telling you right now, that stops today. You have power. You have the strength to do anything you put your mind to. You have the energy, the resilience, the focus. This is the moment you need to start speaking to yourself with that recognition. Acknowledge your own strength. When you do, everything around you will begin to respond differently. For the next 3 days, speak to yourself like you are already the person you've always wanted to become. Speak with the confidence that comes from knowing that you have the power to achieve everything you dream of. Every time you face a challenge, every time you encounter an obstacle, remind yourself, I am powerful. I can overcome this. The more you say it, the more it becomes embedded in your mind, and the more you begin to believe it. But belief is only the first step. When you truly acknowledge the power inside of you, it's not just about saying the words. It's about believing them so deeply that you begin to act in alignment with them. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission to be powerful. Stop waiting for the world to recognize your potential. That's not how it works. You have to recognize it yourself first. Your power comes from within, and it doesn't need external validation. The most successful people in the world aren't waiting for someone to tell them that they have the right to succeed. They already know it. They wake up every morning with the belief that they can achieve whatever they set their mind to. They speak to themselves with that certainty, and that's how they shape their reality. This is your moment to realize that the power to create the life you want has always been within you. It's time to speak to yourself as someone who has that power, who has the courage, who has the will to make things happen. When you embrace your own power, you stop seeing yourself as a passive observer in your life. You stop waiting for opportunities to find you. You start creating your own opportunities. You step into your power, and the world will have no choice but to respond. You are not weak. You are not limited. You are not bound by the opinions of others or by the obstacles that come your way. You are limitless, and when you speak to yourself with that level of belief, that energy, you change the game. The universe responds to the energy you put out, and the more powerful you feel, the more powerful your actions will be. Every time you face a setback, you will rise from it stronger, because you are no longer letting the world dictate your worth. You know who you are, and you know the power you carry. You have more strength in you than you realize, and it's time to start acting on that realization. Every time you talk to yourself, speak to yourself as if you are already in full control of your destiny. You are not waiting for a savior to come rescue you. You are the hero of your own story. Your inner power is not something that comes to you in a moment of crisis. It's always there. It's a constant. But you have to speak to it, summon it, trust in it, and call it forward. When you wake up tomorrow, don't think about your weaknesses or what you lack. Instead, look at yourself and say, I am powerful, I am capable, I am more than enough to achieve all that I desire. This simple change in your self-talk will spark something within you. It will ignite a fire that will propel you toward your goals in ways you never imagined. And finally, when you begin to speak to yourself with the recognition of your own power, something extraordinary happens. You begin to take bold actions. You stop hesitating, you stop doubting, and you stop playing small. The world begins to shift because you're no longer waiting for things to happen to you. You're making them happen. You start taking risks. You start saying yes to the opportunities that scare you because you know you have the power to succeed. You stop waiting for permission from anyone else because you have already given yourself permission. You have affirmed your own strength, and from that place of power, you will begin to move mountains. The more you talk to yourself like this, the more that power will fuel every decision, every action, and every step you take on your journey. For far too long, you've been your own worst enemy. You've been the voice of doubt, the critic, the one who undermines your own potential before the world even gets a chance to. We've all been there. We have all allowed our inner voices to tell us we're not good enough, not smart enough, not capable enough. We've allowed the negative chatter in our heads to dictate our lives, to cloud our dreams, and to keep us from stepping into the fullness of who we are meant to be. But today, that changes. Today, you choose to be your own best friend, your biggest supporter, your loudest cheerleader. You are the one person you should never doubt, because no one else is walking in your shoes, no one else has your vision, and no one else can fuel your fire like you can. It's time to shift the narrative. Every time you speak to yourself, you need to speak with kindness and compassion, the same way you would talk to someone you love deeply. Think about your closest friends or family. How would you speak to them when they're struggling, when they're facing challenges, when they feel defeated? You would offer them grace, encouragement, and empathy. You would remind them of their worth, their strength, and their potential. So why not offer that same support to yourself? Stop being so hard on yourself for every mistake, every failure, every setback. They are not reflections of your worth. They are simply part of your growth. Speak to yourself as you would speak to someone you care about deeply. Tell yourself, I am here for you no matter what. You've got this. You are enough. You are worthy of love, of success, and of happiness. For the next 3 days, I want you to start a new practice. Every morning, stand in front of the mirror and speak to yourself with the same love and encouragement you would offer to your best friend. Tell yourself, I love you. You are enough just as you are. You are capable of achieving everything you desire. Say it with conviction. Look yourself in the eyes and mean it. Don't just say the words. Let them resonate deep within you. Feel the power of those words as they sink into your heart and soul. You will be amazed at how quickly your mindset starts to shift. When you begin to treat yourself with kindness and compassion, you start to believe in your own worth. You stop beating yourself up for your imperfections and start embracing them as part of your unique journey. The truth is, most people spend their lives beating themselves down, thinking they're not good enough. But when you treat yourself like your own best friend, something magical happens. You stop doubting your ability to succeed. You stop waiting for permission from the world to go after your dreams. You stop questioning whether or not you deserve success. You start acting from a place of self-love and confidence. You start believing that you are worthy of everything you desire, and that belief changes everything. When you talk to yourself with compassion, when you offer yourself grace, you open the door to a world of possibilities. You give yourself permission to be flawed, to make mistakes, to fall short at times, but most importantly, to rise again every single time. And here's the powerful part. When you treat yourself with the kindness you deserve, you also start showing up differently in the world. You start to radiate a different energy. When you believe in your own worth, when you treat yourself with respect, others begin to see that too. People are drawn to the energy of someone who values themselves. They respect you, they honor you, and they begin to reflect that respect back to you. But it all starts with how you treat yourself. When you talk to yourself with love, when you speak to yourself like a best friend, you elevate your own self-worth. You begin to attract people and opportunities that align with that elevated sense of self. It's time to let go of the negative self-talk and replace it with words of encouragement and support. Every time you make a mistake, tell yourself it's okay. This is a part of the journey. I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm moving forward. Don't let the inner critic take over. Don't let the voices of doubt and fear dictate how you see yourself. Instead, let your inner dialogue be filled with affirmation, with understanding, and with the knowledge that you are doing your best, and that's more than enough. In 3 days, you will begin to notice a shift. The self-judgment will decrease, and the self-love will grow. You will start to walk through life with your head held higher, your heart more open, and your spirit more at peace. The most important relationship you'll ever have is the one with yourself. How you treat yourself in those quiet moments, how you speak to yourself when no one else is around, matters more than anything. You are the person who determines your worth. You are the one who can uplift yourself, encourage yourself, and remind yourself that you are more than capable of achieving everything you desire. From this moment forward, be the friend you've always needed. Be the ally, the champion, the one who believes in you when you can't quite believe in yourself. You deserve that. You've always deserved it. And when you start speaking to yourself with the love, kindness, and respect you deserve, the world will reflect that back to you in ways you never imagined possible. For far too long, you've been speaking in terms of hope. Hope that things will change. Hope that one day you'll have the life you dream about. Hope is powerful, but it's not enough. You can't live your life waiting for the perfect circumstances to fall into place. You can't keep wishing for success without acting like it's already yours. The way you speak to yourself about your dreams matters far more than you realize. It's not about waiting for the moment when everything feels right. It's about stepping into your power right now and speaking with the certainty that you already have what you desire. Speak as if the life you want is already in your hands. Speak as if your dreams are already a reality. Don't wait for the universe to send you a sign that you are worthy of what you want. Claim it as your own now. Imagine what it would feel like to walk into every room with the confidence of someone who knows they are already successful. What would change if you stopped speaking as though your goals were out of reach and instead started affirming that you already have them? When you wake up in the morning, speak to yourself with the language of accomplishment. Say to yourself, I am successful, I am abundant, I have everything I need to create the life I want. The more you say it, the more you start to believe it. Your subconscious mind will begin to align with these affirmations, and soon you won't just be speaking these words, you'll be living them. The reality you speak into existence is the reality you begin to experience. Speak like you've already won, and watch the world around you shift to reflect that belief. It's time to change how you perceive the journey. You don't have to wait until you're on the other side of success to declare that you've already won. The power lies in the way you speak about your journey as you're walking it. Too many of us get caught up in thinking that success is something distant, something we have to chase forever, but success starts with your mindset, and it starts right now. Instead of saying, I will be successful one day, say, I am successful right now. This shifts your mindset from one of lack to one of abundance. It changes the energy you put into your work, your relationships, and your decisions. When you claim success now, you begin to approach every moment with purpose. Every action you take, every step you make, is a reflection of someone who is already where they want to be. That energy will propel you toward the future you envision faster than you can imagine. Start to see yourself as the person you want to become, and speak as though you've already reached that point. This is a practice of affirmation and alignment. Speak with confidence, speak with conviction, speak as if there is no doubt in your mind that your goals are already yours. When you say things like, I am a successful entrepreneur, or I am a leader in my field, don't just say them like a wish, say them like a fact. Your words are a reflection of your beliefs, and when your beliefs are in alignment with who you want to be, everything shifts. Speak about your goals as though they are already tangible, and you'll begin to move in the direction that makes them a reality. The language you use creates the world around you, and when you speak with certainty, you are already stepping into your future self. When you speak like your dreams are already true, you stop letting fear or doubt dictate your actions. You don't wait for perfection, you don't wait for validation, you don't wait for the world to give you permission. You take action as if your success is inevitable. By speaking in the present tense about your dreams, you create momentum. You stop procrastinating, you stop hesitating, because you know that you are already the person who is capable of achieving everything you desire. This isn't about pretending or faking it. This is about stepping into your truth, into your power, and affirming that you are already worthy of what you desire. The more you affirm that truth with your words, the more you will feel that power within you, and the more unstoppable you will become. This shift in how you speak to yourself will not just impact how you see your future, it will change how others see you too. The world reflects the energy you put into it. When you speak with the belief that you are already living your best life, others will start to treat you like someone who has already arrived. They will start to see you as confident, capable, and successful. And when the world begins to mirror your self-belief, opportunities will start to open up in unexpected ways. People will want to be around you, work with you, and partner with you because they'll sense that you are someone who is on the path to greatness. And it all starts with how you speak to yourself. When you talk like you've already succeeded, you become magnetic. You become a force to be reckoned with. For most of us, the word success has been defined by external factors: how much money we make, what kind of car we drive, where we live, how others perceive us. But true success, the kind that truly transforms our lives, is far deeper than any material possession or accolade. True success is the peace you find within yourself when you know you are living authentically, the satisfaction that comes from being aligned with your purpose, and the fulfillment that arises from creating a life that truly brings you joy. It's time to redefine success. No longer should success be defined by others or by circumstances. Success must come from within. Success is about waking up every day with a sense of purpose, confidence, and an unwavering belief that you are on the right path. It's the belief that you are living your truth, no matter what the world tells you. The first step in redefining success is to understand that it doesn't come from the external world. It comes from within. If you look for validation from other people, if you wait for someone else to tell you that you're doing well, you'll spend your life chasing something that will never satisfy you. Instead, success starts when you look in the mirror and decide for yourself that you are enough, just as you are. It's in the moments when you honor your own choices, when you stop second guessing yourself and trust that you are capable of navigating your own life. Speak to yourself with that truth. Speak with the authority that comes from knowing you are your own greatest source of validation. You don't need the world's approval to be successful. You simply need to trust yourself and the direction you are headed. When you start to define success on your own terms, you become unstoppable. You stop comparing yourself to others because you realize that your path is unique and doesn't require approval from anyone. You stop feeling pressured to meet someone else's expectations of success, and you stop measuring your worth by how well you stack up against others. Instead, you start measuring your success by the joy, the peace, and the fulfillment you feel on your own journey. The truth is, success is not a one-size-fits-all concept. It's as unique as you are. And when you claim success for yourself, when you stop seeking it outside of yourself, you open the door to infinite possibilities. You begin to create your own path, and the world responds in kind. When you speak success into your life, the opportunities begin to align with your vision, and you begin to see yourself not just as a dreamer, but as a doer. But here's the secret: true success is rooted in gratitude. You cannot achieve real success if you are constantly focused on what you don't have or what you think you need. Success is about acknowledging where you are right now and appreciating the journey. It's about embracing the lessons, the challenges, and the growth that come with every step you take. Gratitude shifts your perspective and opens you up to the abundance already present in your life. When you begin to speak to yourself with gratitude, you affirm that what you have right now is enough. And from that place of sufficiency, you attract even more. The energy of gratitude magnetizes opportunities and people who resonate with your positive outlook. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to true success, because when you appreciate what you already have, you open yourself up to receiving more. Moreover, success is not a destination. It's a journey, a continual evolution of growth, self-discovery, and self-mastery. The idea that success is something you reach and then stop is a myth. Success isn't a finish line, it's a process. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, about learning and adapting, about stepping into your power every day. This is why it's essential to speak to yourself with the understanding that success is something you're constantly creating. Each moment is an opportunity to build the life you desire, and each day you spend on your journey is a step forward. When you speak success into your life, it becomes a continuous flow, an unfolding of who you are meant to be. The power lies not in reaching a single goal, but in the pursuit of a greater, more aligned version of yourself. You must also learn to celebrate your small wins along the way. So often, we overlook the progress we make because we are too focused on the big goal, the end result. But success isn't just about the destination. It's about honoring every step along the way. Every time you make progress, every time you overcome a challenge, every time you choose to continue when things get tough, you are experiencing success, and it's important to acknowledge those moments. Speak to yourself with pride and recognition for every small win. When you acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small, you build momentum. You remind yourself that you are capable of achieving anything, and you gain the confidence to keep moving forward. The power of small wins lies in their ability to shift your perspective and keep you motivated throughout your journey toward greater success. Finally, success is the courage to keep going even when you face challenges or setbacks. The road to success is never smooth. You will encounter obstacles, doubts, and fears, but these are not signs that you are on the wrong path. They are opportunities for growth. Success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about having the resilience to rise every time you fall. When you speak to yourself with strength and determination, when you affirm that you are capable of overcoming any challenge, you make it impossible to stop. You understand that setbacks are not defeats, they are part of the process. With each challenge you face, you build more resilience, and with each step you take, you get closer to the success you've defined for yourself. You've been waiting for the perfect moment, the ideal circumstances, the right time to finally take action. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. There will never be a time when everything aligns exactly as you want it. Waiting for the perfect moment to change your life, to start pursuing your dreams, to take that first step will only keep you stuck in the same place. The perfect moment is now. You don't need to wait for everything to fall into place, because everything starts with the decision to move forward, regardless of your circumstances. When you speak to yourself with the urgency of knowing that this is your moment, you ignite something within you. You stop waiting for permission, and you start taking control. The longer you wait for the perfect time, the longer you delay your own potential. Don't let fear of imperfection hold you back from living the life you deserve. The perfect moment is the one you create when you decide to act. The reason so many of us wait for the perfect moment is because we are afraid of making mistakes. We fear failure, we fear being judged, and we fear the unknown. But here's the thing, mistakes are not failures, they are lessons. Every misstep is an opportunity for growth, for learning, for refinement. The only true failure is never trying at all. When you speak to yourself with a mindset of growth, you embrace failure as part of the journey. You stop fearing it, and instead you welcome it as the teacher it is. Every time you take a step forward, whether you succeed or stumble, you gain invaluable experience. Speak to yourself with the assurance that every failure is simply a stepping stone, a necessary part of your success. Embrace the unknown, because it is in the unknown that you will find your greatest lessons. Another reason we delay our dreams is because we doubt our abilities. We wonder if we're good enough, if we have what it takes, if we deserve success. But let me tell you this, you are more than enough. The fact that you are here, reading this right now, means you have everything within you to succeed, the skills, the strength, the passion. It's all there. When you speak to yourself from a place of self-belief, you stop guessing your abilities. You stop waiting for someone else to tell you that you're ready. You acknowledge that you are already enough and that you already have what it takes to achieve your goals. It's not about waiting for the world to recognize your potential. It's about you recognizing it first. You are worthy of success and you are capable of achieving it. Speak to yourself with that confidence every day, and you'll watch the world around you begin to mirror that belief. One of the most powerful things you can do is to stop comparing yourself to others. We live in a world where it's easy to get caught up in the highlight reels of others' lives, their successes, their achievements, their seemingly perfect worlds. But comparison is the thief of joy. It distracts you from your own journey and leads you to doubt yourself. The truth is, no one else has walked your path. No one else has your unique perspective, your specific combination of skills, experiences, and talents. When you speak to yourself with the understanding that your journey is your own, you stop measuring your worth by others. You start focusing on your progress, your growth, your next step, without worrying about how fast or slow others are moving. Your path is unique to you, and comparing it to someone else's will only cause unnecessary frustration and self-doubt. Speak to yourself with the confidence that your path is just as valid and valuable as anyone else's. You've also been held back by the fear of judgment. You worry about what others will think of you, about the criticism you might face, about the possibility of rejection. But the truth is, the only opinion that matters is your own. Other people's judgments are a reflection of them, not you. When you speak to yourself with the understanding that your worth is not defined by external validation, you free yourself. You stop living in fear of what others might say or think. Instead, you start living authentically, knowing that the people who truly matter will support you, and those who don't can be left behind. Speak to yourself with the power of knowing that your voice, your journey, and your vision are valid, regardless of the opinions of others. Let go of the need for approval and step into the freedom that comes with self-acceptance. Finally, you've been waiting for perfection. You've convinced yourself that until everything is just right, you can't move forward. But perfection is an illusion. It doesn't exist. The truth is, you will never feel perfectly ready. You will never have all the answers or all the resources or all the clarity you think you need. The key to success is not waiting for perfection. It's moving forward despite imperfection. Take messy action, make mistakes, learn as you go. Speak to yourself with the understanding that progress is more important than perfection. Perfection is a trap that keeps you stagnant, while progress propels you forward. Embrace the journey with all its imperfections, knowing that every step you take is bringing you closer to your goals. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect before you begin. Start now and trust that you will figure it out along the way. The journey is just as important as the destination, and you are ready to start now. Now it's your time to act. Don't wait for the world to hand you permission or for the stars to align. The moment is now. You are capable, worthy, and more than ready to step into the life you've been dreaming of. It's not about waiting for perfection. It's about showing up, trusting yourself, and moving forward despite the fear. Remember, the only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is the decision to take the first step. Speak to yourself with confidence, knowing that you've already won by simply choosing to take action. The world is waiting for you to show up as your true self, to step into your power, and to claim the success that is rightfully yours. The time is now.